how are you and how's the team feeling ahead of the elimination?
Yeah, it's been a big week. Obviously, it's important to get fourth spot to have a home final, not just for the boys, but for the fans to come along and support us. And the belief's really strong. Home final. Anything can happen in football. We know that, but really looking forward to the weekend.
Who's driving that belief?
I think it comes within. I think once you start winning games, the team starts believing, and they trust each other they back themselves. So we're not overconfident. It's just that belief, knowing that there's a chance of winning something this year.
You say they're not overconfident. What makes you believe that?
I think you've seen the last 5 games. We're getting the job done. It's hard work. The boys are putting their effort in to get those results. So nothing's going to come easy now. Finals are big games, one-off games, and you need to put the hard work in and keep doing what the coaches are telling the boys, and then doing it really good. And like I said, they're getting results.
What's the mental difference between playing a regular season game and then playing an elimination game that could be over 90 or 120, or we don't know, could go to penalties as well?
Yeah, no, it's different. Obviously, final games are bigger. It's like playing a derby type thing. It means a lot. We want to keep continuing in the final, so you need to win, and you need to have the hunger to win. So we'll see that this week, and it's going to be a good game.
Is it a feeling amongst the group of we're getting to play a home final? I think the last one was about 3 seasons ago, so it's been a little while. I mean, playing at home actually is great enough, but playing in a final as well must just be a bit extra special for the players and coaches alike.
Yeah, for sure. Home finals it's a big advantage, I believe. You don't. It's very hard to go away from home and get results. We know that it does happen, but a home final is massive. Having your crowd there supporting you, and just being familiar with your surroundings, I suppose, and not travelling. So massive advantage, and that's what makes the final so interesting. Even that, the second final, it's home and away. So. It's very interesting. We're not looking that far ahead, but this final series will be a bit different.
How do you make sure you harness that advantage as well going into a game like this? I mean, we saw last weekend Western United scored early. How do you make sure that A, doesn't happen again, and B, you can control the game right from the outset? I
think you need to start strong. I think you need to put the opposition on the back foot, and just really stamp your pressure on the game early on, and get an early goal if you can. Central Coast are a good team. You look at the last 5 games they've won as well, so they're in good form. But they are a young side. A lot of their boys probably haven't played too many finals games. So we've got some experienced boys that have played in big games, and that's also another massive advantage.
Do you expect? I know the game's not until Sunday, but do you expect there'll be many changes to the starting 11, considering how they went last weekend, especially trying to keep that uniformity going into a final?
Yeah, you try to keep things quite similar, but then again, you play against different opposition, so things do change here and there. There are little tweaks, so we've got 2 more days to prepare and decide on our starting 11 on exactly how we want to play against them.
For you, being the keeping coach as well, I guess just for some more clarity as well, how's the competition between Joe and James at the moment? Is it sort of still neck and neck, or is it really Joe's job now? He's earned it, considering what he's done throughout the back half of the season.
Yeah, Joe's been fantastic. Since James has been injured, he's gone up another level. So he's been rewarded with that, with good performances. Being involved in and out of the national team a little bit too. So he stepped up, and James is kind of just coming back from injury, so he's had a full week of training, which is good. It's obviously Joe's spot now to lose, but I have a lot of confidence in him to step up in finals football as well.
It's been a while since the Reds have tasted A-League silverware, tasted FFA, but A-League. For you, you're part of that. How are you feeling, sort of now being on the sidelines for the final on Sunday? Yeah,
it's exciting. I'm seeing it from a different side, and it's from the side we see it on, the coach's side. It's good to see the belief the boys have got. Like I said, the last 5 games. It's just increased their confidence, and it's a perfect time to hit, the form we're in right now, just leading into finals. But in saying that, we have to turn up on the weekend to get a job done, and to extend our season another week at least.
Being a part of it 5 years, 6 years ago, do you sort of see similarities with this squad compared to the one that won the title as well? Whether it be energy, form, confidence, skill, Do you see any similarities?
Yeah, a little bit. I don't think we won our first game till about round 6 or 7 this year. So it's similar to, we didn't win, I think, till round 9 in the championship year. So, and in terms of that, the group's always been strong. The culture's always been strong. We're a different kind of group to a lot of the other A-League teams. We're close-knit. I've been involved with other clubs before, but it's never been like it has been at Adelaide United. They're not just teammates, they're mates, and they work hard for each other, they trust each other, they believe in each other, and it's a great thing to have.
Do you share any advice or messages with the team, having been there last time?
Oh, you do talk. I talk to my goalkeepers quite a bit. Not so much about that. If they ask questions, then yeah. But it's a different group, different players, and it'd be good for them to create their own little kind of reward at the end, I suppose.
You say East was there as well. How important is it to have him out there still playing as well? Does that make any difference?
Yeah, it's massive. Like I said, we've got a few boys with experience in big games. Issa's one of them. He's also won the championship with Harvey, Wanda. They're all experienced boys that have played in big games in Spain or Hiroshi in Japan or Spain as well. So these guys will lead the charge. And like I said, it's important to have it in these big games. Central Coast are coming to the finals. They probably haven't played finals football for a long time, and they're a young team. So these boys, for us, will step up and lead from the front.
The recent form against the Mariners here is very good. How important is that going into a home game, and do you think it'll play any part?
I don't think so. I think it's a final. You don't look really at past scores. It's a one-off. It's about implementing and starting strong, and anything can happen. Like I said, in finals you could dominate and lose 1-0 by them having one chance. So we have to be switched on, focused, defensively strong, but also when we have a chance to attack, we attack.
Have you been practicing penalties this week? Has this been something that's been sort of raised and discussed, considering it's a cutthroat game that could go the distance?
Yeah, it's on our minds. I'm guessing the boys will practice the next 2 training sessions. I think you just have to be prepared, even though it might not go there, but you have to be prepared and ready for any outcome, I suppose.
Final one from me. How have you enjoyed being an assistant coach this year, sort of taking a bit more of the leadership role?
Yeah, I love coaching my goalkeepers there. It's what I love doing is teaching what I've been kind of taught, and really enjoy watching how my goalkeepers develop. So it's enjoyable, and enjoy being helping Carl obviously on the side as well when I can.
What is the key to it, considering we've had Steve, we've had Joe, James as well? We always seem to have you've been here for ages as well. We always seem to have quality men between the posts.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Even in my time, I look at Peter Blazinčić coached me, but we also had Paul Izzo, who's gone on to bigger and better things. Beragidi, who's playing against us on the weekend. He's had a great career, and he's in some good form as well. So a lot of good goalkeepers, and I don't know what it is. Must be something in the water in Adelaide, I suppose.
You say it's Joe's spot to lose, obviously, after a really good season. How does Delhi handle that, knowing he's fit and could come back in?
Yeah, James has been out for a long time, so it's about him working, getting to a certain spot and training hard and getting everything back that he had. It's obviously late in the season now. So Joe's obviously got the spot, but it's about James now, just working hard, pushing Joey, because anything can happen in football, and you just need to be ready. So I think James understands that. I've had a chat to him, and Hawley's in the same spot. He's quite young, but he's been brilliant as well. He hasn't put a foot wrong. He's only 17 and good career ahead of him. So there's 3 keepers that, if we need, can do a job, but Joey's been superb, and he deserves that spot.